Good morning. It's Darryl Huckaby with DD in the morning, and I'm excited to have a special guest on with us as we are approaching Veterans Day. There is a particular project that we want to make sure our listener base has access to and information on. I'm excited to introduce to you Mr. Troy Broussard, who is the AARP Associate State Director of Advocacy and Outreach. Mr. Broussard, good morning. How are you today?
Darryl, I'm doing fantastic, and it's a pleasure to be here today to talk about a great topic. Absolutely.
So
Excited.
first of all, let me just say thank you for your service, as you are a combat veteran yourself. So we definitely appreciate, what you've given for our country and for us as individuals.
Darryl, next to my kids and family, it's probably the most important thing I've ever done in my life, giving back to this wonderful country that we do live in and have the freedoms here. So absolutely, it was my pleasure.
So with Veterans Day just a few days away, let's talk about Operation Protect Veterans, what that project is all about.
Absolutely. Operation Protect Veterans is a collaboration that we've done with the United States Postal Inspection Service. And the goal is to raise awareness of common scams that target, America's military veterans and their families. The goal is to engage people to watch for suspicious the solicitations that target military veterans. Some examples of those are that we want to share with you are those suspicious emails, phone calls, and traditional mail that target veterans directly. So we want to make sure that we bring that out, and it's been a great collaboration with the United States Postal Inspection Service since 2018.
And it seems like with technology, the more scams that come out. What are some of the top scams that our veterans need to be aware of?
But definitely want to be very aware about these top scams. Donating money to support fake or veteran military family charities. I'll share with you that we are, as a veteran, we want to support our colleague, our combat individuals. We want to take care of them. So the scammers know that, and the scammers want to go ahead and prey upon that as well. They want veterans to take advantage of little known government programs for the military. If it's little known government programs, it's probably not available, and it's probably a scam. Employment scams. Any position or job that you're applying for that you have to pay for, it's probably a scam. Improve the terms of your VA home loan. That is not possible. You won't get a phone call from that. And then lastly, free or discounted back braces or arm braces or knee braces. Those are the ones that really that prey upon veterans as well.
Okay. And what are some tips that we can give our veterans in order to, one, be aware and avoid those pitfalls when it comes to scams out there?
Yes, Darryl. Three important tips that I want to share with all your listeners today is go slow. Don't make any financial decisions in a heightened emotional state. Don't do that. Most importantly, ask questions, conduct some research, do your homework before before you invest in any site. You can go to investor.gov, and that will let you know if that is a legitimate or non-legitimate. So that's cool. That's important. And then lastly, learn how to say no. Develop your refusal script right now to stop unwanted interactions. If those individuals are calling you, you don't know who they are. I would highly recommend that you gladly say, "I am not interested." Hang up the phone, and then that way you have your script ready and available, and you're not making a heightened decision at that time.
Yeah, it's good not to act on emotion. And again, we're talking to Troy Broussard. He is the representing AARP, the state deputy director for outreach and advocacy. And we're talking about Operation Protect Veterans with Veterans Day coming up. And, the Veterans Day is one day a year, but we celebrate our veterans every day throughout the year. Yeah. And again, we appreciate your service. So what are some of the resources that our veterans have to be able to tap into?
The first resource that I want to share with everyone, and this is directly for veterans, military, and their families. These are all free resources through AARP. You would go to www.aarp.org/veterans, and that will provide you a one-stop resource shop to where you can find all these resources that can prevent you from being scammed, can provide you caregiving resources, and also provide you opportunities where you can connect to your earned benefits as well. So it's a one-stop shop for that. And then secondly, the Fraud Watch Network.
Right.
In this time, we really want to look at www.aarp.org Fraud Watch Network. And what the Fraud Watch Network does, it collects all the scams that are happening. So if you
Mm.
really want to help someone, call that number and then report that scam so that we can protect others around the United States as well.
Hmm. I think it would be safe to say that anytime somebody is reaching out to you that you're not familiar with, you
Yes.
know, pause it and then seek advice from somebody that's reputable, especially our friends at AARP and you, Troy, for protecting our veterans as such, because it veterans and elderly. I mean, there are a lot of scams that are out there that prey upon people that are vulnerable, and unfortunately, when people are in need, like our veterans, sometimes they tend to fall prey a lot more than the average citizen.
And these resources that I'm sharing with you, that they are, some of them are veteran specific, but there are tips that anyone can use. And
Hmm.
and I highly recommend that folks, again, if an unwanted call comes your way, go slow, take your time, and stay away from, making a quick decision, because the quicker you make these decisions, that's when issues can start. So I want us all to work together to prevent it, stop these scams, and just have your script ready to go. And just please learn how to say no, please. Of course, say
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Mr. Troy Broussard, representing AARP, the State Deputy Director of Outreach and Advocacy. We appreciate your knowledge and sharing the information with our listenership today. And again, thank you for your service, being a veteran as well. And, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. We appreciate your service and what you've done for our country to keep us safe and our freedom alive.
Absolutely. Without those veterans, they wouldn't have provided an opportunity for me to serve our country. So, to all the veterans that are out there in Connecticut, I just want to tell you thank you for all that you do. And go ahead and protect the veteran and make sure that you tell them when you see them, you appreciate and you salute their service. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much. It's Darryl
Absolutely.
Huckaby with DD in the morning on 94.3 WYBC in the community 24/7.